Hello everyone, thanks for coming in. I'm Karthik here. In this session, I'm going to show you what is Cronjob and how this Cronjob can be executed in the Kubernetes cluster environment. Okay, let's start with what is Cronjob. Cronjob is basically a task scheduler. It helps you to automate the execution of your tasks at a certain time interval. You can specify this time interval using the cron expressions. It is basically a Linux-based command. Okay, let us walk you through the syntax of cron expression, and then we see a quick example of how we can mention the cron expression. So this is the syntax for cron expressions. So it consists of 5 different fields. So each field is responsible for different time frames so that you can customize your job execution time. So this expression you're seeing on the screen right now, it executes at 1 minute past midnight every day to execute your task. If you would like to know more about these cron expressions, there is plenty of online documentations available out there you can have a look at. And also there is some tools available which helps you to generate the cron expressions for your tasks, so you can have a look at them as well. Okay, that's all about the Cronjob and the cron expressions. Let's move on to our hands-on experience. Okay, for this demo purpose, I have created a very simple Python applications, and we're going to deploy this Python app into the minikube cluster using the Cronjob. The Cronjob will run this application for every 5 minutes. Okay, let's start with this simple application. So this is our simple Python application. It has some print statements to simulate that it has some task to do. It starts by printing the script start time, and it goes into the loop to print some statement. So it printed this statement for 5 times. So each statement has a sleep time of 5 seconds. So in total, it has 25 seconds to complete this loop. And once the loop gets completed, it prints the job has completed, and it also prints the timestamp along with this. So that's everything. So this is very simple Python application. I'm going to run this application so that you can have more understanding of it. Okay, it just started printing the current time, and it currently working on tasks 2 out of 5 tasks. So each task it prints the current time as well. So each print statement will take about 5 seconds to complete. So yeah, it's doing the final task now. Okay, it's all done. So I just printed the job is completed at 22:10. So that's it. It's just a very simple Python application. So we're going to create a Docker image for this application in order to deploy this application in the Kubernetes cluster. But before that, I'm using the minikube cluster. So in order to build that image, we have to log into the Docker virtual environment to create the Docker image directly into the minikube cluster. Okay, so we are into the Docker virtual environment. So now we can start building this image of this Python application. So for building the Docker image, I have written this Docker file. It uses the Python 3.8 Slim Buster as a base image, and it creates the working directory for our application, and copies the requirement files and install the requirement for this project into the Docker environment. And it also copies our the project dependencies into the Docker environment. And finally, it starts the Python application into the Docker. Okay, so let's start with creating the Docker image. I'm going to give this Docker image name like simple app. So it will take a while, it very much depending on our system's configuration. Okay, let's pause this video and let's come back once the image has been built. Okay, it took almost 8 minutes to complete building this Docker image. Let's see whether it's been successful or not. Okay, so the image has been created just 53 seconds ago. It has about 199 megabytes. Okay, we clear this window. Okay, we have done creating the Docker image. Let's start with creating the cron job. For cron job, I have written the cronjob.yaml file. It uses the API version batch/v1, and the kind is a cron job. So this cron job has been scheduled to run for every 5 minutes. This is the cron expression for scheduling this job. And in the container section, I have mentioned the container name, and I've used the image name. This is the same name as the image name that we just created a couple of minutes ago. So in the image policy, it says if not present, it will pull the image, and the restart policy is set to if it's a git failure. Okay, so we can apply this cron job in the Kubernetes, and let's see how it works. Okay, just created the cron job. Let's see whether it's been created or not. Okay, so we just created one cron job under the name of cronjob-simple app, and it's been scheduled to run for every 5 minutes. So it has no active pods at this time. It has just created 17 seconds ago. So it will take about 5 minutes because the job has been scheduled to run for every 5 minutes to create a new pod. We will wait for 5 minutes and let's come back to see whether it's being created any new pod or not. Okay, it's 5 minutes now. Let's see whether it's created any new pod. Okay, so it has just created a new pod about 46 seconds ago, and the current status is running. So as we know, our program will run for around 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds, the pod state will go to complete state, and it will leave all the resources allocated to this pod. Let's see the pod status now. Okay, so as you can see, the pod has been completed. So there is no pods currently running. Let's see what the pod has been executed. Okay, so it just executed our Python script. It started at 23:05 and the job has finished at 23:05 at 40 seconds. So it took about 20 seconds to complete the job. Okay, so let's wait for another 5 minutes and see if our Cronjob creates another pod after 5 minutes. So it's nearly 23:07. So it will create a new pod at 23:10, I guess. Let's come back at 23:09. Okay, we are at 23:09. It's almost time to create another pod. Let's watch the pods. Still not getting. Let's see how long the last pod was being created. Okay, yeah, I just created running another pod. I just 28 seconds ago. Let's see the status now. The second pod is still running. So I guess it will be run for 30 seconds before it's the status goes to completed. Okay, so the second pod has been initiated and completed running the job. Now the status is gone back to completed. So this is the simple use case of using Cronjob expression in your script. You can virtually use this cron job to schedule any job. For example, if you want to take a backup from the server during the weekend, you can simply create a script to take the backup and put it in the cron job to execute this script for a specific time. So this cron job will be useful in two cases. The first one is to schedule a job at a specific time, and the second one is it will only allow the resource to be used by the pod at a specific time. Okay, so yeah, that's all about the cron job. If you find this video as useful, please leave a like and a comment, and also please consider subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you.